to meet none of these motherfuckers out here, man. You feel me? No. But, don't you fucking try me. Don't ever fucking try me, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm a cool ass nigga at heart, but hey. I never fucked on one who had it coming. And you still tryna play me. The last will be first and the first will be last. And they still won't fade me. It'll lean on me. Lean on me. Baby, lean on me. You lean on me like she a bite. Baby girl lean on me all through the night. Baby girl lean on me, she like the life. Baby girl lean on me like my damn gun do, yeah. Yeah, hey. They cracker looking for us. They say they plotting on y'all. I promise we all alert. That's for my whole team and my squad. When I go around, keep the air. Bitch, I might put the bomb in the car. They looking, trying to find a flow. Pussy boy, I told you, world is ours. They cracker be looking, they cracker be talking. It's always a comment to us. It's always online, cause we in the street, so we see them walking this search. Yeah, we the old prison, they know it. I strap up the team, they know it. Pussy, you shrinking, we growing. I never fought no one who had it coming. And you still tryna play me. The first will be last and the last will be first. But that money won't faze me. I gave you a little of the sauce and the swag. My trust is so crazy. That's what my soldiers grinding out them trenches. Don't let these motherfuckers phase it. Just lean on me. Lean on me. Just lean on me. I promise to catch you. Just lean on me. Tell me about the damn shit. Tell me how police searching for a switch. Tell me about the damn war. Tell me trying to blame you and then you know. Tell me about the damn flicks. Tell me how police try to make a rinse. This shit crazy out here, man. I'm trying to tell you, I promise I ain't lying. Nigga know what it did. Nigga know what it does. No counterfeit. Nigga wanna hate the frustration. Nigga, they tired, they wasting.
These laws can deliver us, man. Right. They can bring us back to our nation, man, to our identity, to our strength. And they for sure brought us back to our brotherhood. Because your king wasn't no bitch. That's right. Your king wasn't no punk. Your king, when the battle started, your king stepped in the battle first. He said, I'm going to take the first step. And I'm going to let y'all go on and handle it from there. He said, you're going to do more than me. Y'all think you're on your honor crazy. I'm telling you, I'm going to fly.
Heaven is where is the place that blacks and Hispanics finally get to rule. Finally get to be in charge. Finally get to be rich and watch our oppressors suffer for what they've done. That's why we gave up murdering people. That's why we gave up selling drugs. That's why we gave up being evil and wicked to one another, because we knew the reward that we had to come.
I never fought on one who had it coming. And you still tryna play me. The last will be first and the first will be last. And they still won't fade me. They'll lean on me. Just lean on me. What time it is? I see something in the morning. Got down, bro. Shit, what? You talking about your plan? I don't know. Who all over? Alright, cool. No sweat. I'm gonna bring my homies over. You already know that. Alright. Give me more, nigga. She's a lustful situation. She's a lustful situation. All these women in the house and they drinking. But if you ain't fucking love, shout it, you ain't taking. She's a lustful situation. She's a lustful situation. All these women in the house and they drinking. But if you ain't fucking love, shout it, you ain't taking. Like damn. Like I try to say, like, it's hard on a nigga, man. You already know how, cause goddamn, you gotta watch yourself. That's all I can say. Call me Sartucci, my life a movie, looking like Juve with all these Jews and bitches be choosing, know they be drooling, all of my dudes and yeah we be ruling. Drinks on the table, everything able, no TV cause we out on cable, everything fooling, everything coolin', and this bitch looking like food to me. Hold on, don't mix lace it up. Ain't no one faking, ain't no one spazzing. She can't be basic with a damn ass. And she like to try that, she from the nation. It's going down like we in the basement. She sippin' tropic cause she be chasing. She like the style, yeah, she like my flavors, nigga. I got clips, motherfucker, 100 shots on me, nigga, like a movie. Nigga hating on the nigga, backwards ass nigga, love damn losing. I been trying to count shawty ain't wanna listen, found out she was stupid. Money on my mind and in my jeans all the time like a groupie. I been walking with the shield, nigga, thinking six, goof ass nigga. I never knew a lie sound so good to a goof ass nigga. But I ain't gotta lie, tell the truth, nigga, even when I damn lie. Had to dumb it down on these fuck nigga, cause the boy CSI. Goof ass nigga. I don't know what the fuck wrong with all these motherfuckers out here. Hey, but we having a good ass time. No, fuck that. Nah, keep that shit UPK. She's a lustful situation. She's a lustful situation. All these women in the house and they drink. If you ain't fucking love, shawty, you ain't taking. She's a lustful situation. She's a lustful situation. All these women in the house and they drink. But you ain't fucking little shawty, you ain't taking. Like damn. Motherfucker, is shot to this bitch. Now what a nigga mean by that? If you ain't fucking, you ain't taking. If you ain't fucking, you ain't got nobody, you ain't got no head. You ain't got no nigga. So, I know a lot of motherfuckers don't want to understand sex is marriage out here. But according to the Lord, you give them that box. You give her something precious to you, something that's close to you yourself. Oh, you take it. Oh, this house right here, it's full of freaks. Oh, yeah. Hey, I don't give a fuck about none of that dumb shit you talking about, all that kumbaya, fuck, crocker shit, fuck all that, dumb bitch, you. Hey, round around with them poles, I got them six in the Jeep. Yeah, railroad, no exposed, and cause we'll creep, nigga, creep. Boy, you a junk ass, talking tough, boy, but you'll get your ass beat. Try that down gang shit, boy, put your ass, put to sleep. All the niggas acting like whole nine, but it ain't nothing to me, yeah. Glock with a magazine, pull up on the scene, yeah. Ride around with them poles, I got the sticks in the Jeep. Railroad, no exposed, and cause we'll creep, nigga, creep. A lot been going on now, yeah, we strapped to the T. All these crackin' acting like hoes now, but it ain't shit to me. You a jellyfish ass boy, yeah, you see through C. You know soldier bitch, but you a faggot ass drug leech ass leech. Oh, you a army boy, but that's not what steroids to a priest. I got my mind all made up, first, second scene on the street. And these niggas can't let them slide, wanna suck white cracker meat. So I'm on the top, everybody that ain't like me. Can't even speak, nigga. UPK the damn nation climax, put your ass to sleep. Talking on my damn back now, that's what a bitch said to me. But y'all already know that, cause the stock market got me rocking up my feet, nigga. Hey, round around with them poles, I got them six in the Jeep. Yeah, railroad, no exposed, and cause we'll creep, nigga, creep. Boy, you a junk ass, talking tough, boy, but you'll get your ass beat. Try that down gang shit, boy, put your ass, put to sleep. All the niggas acting like whole nine, but it ain't nothing to me, yeah. Glock with a magazine, pull up on the scene, yeah. Ride around with them poles, I got the sticks in the Jeep. Railroad, no exposed, and cause we'll creep, nigga, creep. Used to all that beef shit, cause that's all that I eat. All these fuck nigga, you a pig ass boy, leech ass leech. Yeah, fuck boy, what you talking about? Get your ass, put it R.I.P. Nigga, fuck what you talking about to me. All my niggas out here wildin', all my niggas out here styling. All you niggas out there hiding, bitch bodies kept piling. All these fuck niggas riding around, boy, they can't fuck with a nigga. Boy, I'm a sharp born, true prince, nigga, true nation of Israel. You a fuck boy, nigga, to watch him out, what you talking about? They get stomped out with his AR all in his mouth. Hey, motherfucker RP on the goddamn Vegas damn scene. But they ain't nothing, cause they never got traced back to a real nigga like G. That's it. That's all the beat.
All right, shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh to all the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shemar Thah Shem Yahweh shout out all the sisters. We the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And what we teach is that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are God's chosen people. You know how when you turn on the news and you see them Israelis over there in Israel fighting over Israel, calling themselves Jews? Well, guess what? Them ain't the real ones. We the ones. You understand? We've been teaching that since 1969. You understand? We are the first to ever hit the streets, you understand, and tell you that you are God's chosen people and that our oppressor was the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand? We are the only ones set up by the Lord to do so. And we are not affiliated with any other Israelite group. You understand? We're not affiliated with no Christian church, no Muslim mosque. We're not affiliated with any other organization. You understand? If it is not in the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana, it is not of the Lord. You understand? And here's what bothers me so much. You understand? Is brothers and sisters will challenge us. They'll challenge us, but they'll never challenge their Christian pastor. You understand? They'll challenge us, but they'll never challenge their Christian pastor. Give me 1 second. All right, so lucky about that. But yeah, they always challenging us. You understand? But they never challenge their Christian pastor. You understand? They never challenge their Muslim imam. You understand? Or whatever religious figure it is that they follow. They never challenge that person, but they always challenge us. You understand? Meanwhile, we the only ones trying to tell you the truth. Trying to tell you the truth of who you are, where you come from, why are you here? You understand? What is your plan of action to end the oppression of our people? We the only ones with the answers. Now, y'all. Yeah, I'll tell you one. You understand? We the only ones with the answers. You understand? Because here's the thing. All these different religions and these religious leaders, they've been in control for so long. They've had the power. They've had the seat of authority to be able to sit up there with Pharaoh, you understand, and make all type of backdoor deals that result in nothing more than our people further being destroyed. You know that there was Christian pastors who was speaking against the migrants, the brothers and sisters who was coming across the border. There was Christian pastors speaking against that. You understand? Like, how you gonna speak against that? How you gonna call yourself a representative of the Lord in the Bible and you speak against the migrants? If you was Hispanic, you're supposed to walk out of that Christian church when they did that. You understand? You're supposed to walk out of that Christian church. You understand? You're supposed to take every dollar that you done paid in that church out of that church, and you should hand it over to Commander General Yohana. You understand? Because here's the thing. These Christian pastors is getting filthy rich while lying to our people, and at the same time making backdoor deals to destroy our people. You understand? It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up, Black and Hispanic man, Native American man. You understand? It's time to wake up out of sleep. You understand? We've been asleep too long, and these religious leaders been milking us dry. They've been milking us dry. You understand? We already the poorest people on the planet, but yet they still destroy us. You understand? And so, like, we got any questions in the chat?
So we just got Kazamar checking in. That's it.
Kazamar. All right, if you tuned in right now, make sure that you tapping into the chat. Let us know that you're watching. You understand? If you got any questions, Make sure you type them into the chat. Don't be afraid to ask questions in this class. That's what we're here for. We're here to answer all your questions. If you're something that you disagree with, then disagree with it. Let's break it down. You understand? But type it into the chat. This ain't the Christian church. In the Christian church, listen, I remember the last time somebody asked me to go to church. You know what my reply was? I said, nah, I ain't into getting pimped. And they sat there and thought about it for a second, like, and then they just died laughing because they're like, damn, that's exactly what's going on. You understand? Listen, man, I used to go to seminars and things like that, you know, learn how to flip houses and learn all different type of business trades and things like that. And you sit down in some of these seminars and you can really see if you're looking for a particular answer. And you go in here and you sit down in some of these seminars, then what you'll see is that in a lot of these seminars, they'll sit there and talk about nothing that what you there for. You here to find out, give me the secret so I can go make $100. You waiting on the secret, and they like, yeah, before I tell you the secret, let me tell you about when I was in middle school. I don't care about your middle school. I care about this money. You understand? But so in them situations, it's clear to see that, okay, I'm here to learn how to make money, but he's sitting here telling me all this bull jive. You understand? And so and so most people, I would sit in some of these seminars now, y'all. I would sit there and be like, man, when is they gonna get to talking about the funds? They talking about all this other stuff. I ain't got time for that. You understand? And so other people be sitting there just listening like, oh, man, that's amazing. That's just like me. Man, damn that. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm not here to be your buddy. The sign say you want to learn how to make some money, come to the seminar. Well, I'm in the seminar, you telling me about your middle school. You understand? That's the Christian church. Only difference is in the Christian church, the only thing you're looking for is to feel good. Only thing you're looking for is a story that's going to make you feel good. You know what I'm saying? You might as well just go watch a soap opera. I don't know if soap operas make you feel good. I ain't never watched a soap. Seems like it ain't nothing but drama. You know, I know I go check on my grandma every once in a while. She watched some show with some guy named Victor on there. And it seemed like Victor didn't unalive. He'd been unalive about 100 times. And he came back to life, you know. I check on her every once in a while and we'll see what she's watching. And she'll be like, yeah, da 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 da. She was like, Victor dead. I'm like, again? like, oh, he'll be back. Yeah, he always come back. And then showing up about 6 months later, they go Victor old behind right there on the screen. You understand? If you want to feel good, man, listen, go watch a cartoon or something. Because that cartoon gonna serve you better than that Christian pastor. You understand? Because that Christian pastor is just like that charlatan. You understand? That's trying to sell you a dream. That's a dream. That money, going to these seminars and they tell you, oh, I can show you how to do this and do that. Guess what? That's a dream. But the difference between them seminars and your church is the seminars will sell you that dream just so they can tell you that it costs $200 to get the actual training. You know what I mean? So, what I did? I was like, all right, so, okay, I learned what I need to know. I ain't going to learn nothing the rest of this seminar, so here go my $200. I got to go. You understand? At least I found out what I'm here for. I found out I ain't going to get it for free. It costs $200. Here go my $200. I'm out of here. You understand? But in the Christian church, guess what? You don't even know what you're looking for. You just there to feel good. You don't even know what questions to ask. You understand? You don't even know. You understand? And then here we come and hit you with the truth. And you're like, no, God loves everybody. How you know? How you know God loves everybody? You understand? If God loves everybody, then why are you starving in the ghetto? Why are you addicted to drugs? You understand? Why are you dying of every disease known to man? Why are we filling up the prisons if God loves everybody? Why are we destroyed in America? Why are we the only people in America that don't have their own country? You understand? Why is that? If God loves everybody. You understand? Well, here's what you need to wake up to. You understand? Your Christian pastor, your religious leaders, they serve other nations. And these other nations hate you. They hate you. And they are trying to destroy you and have been trying to destroy you for hundreds of years. You understand? And pretty much been excellent at it, masterful at it, because we don't even suspect it. You understand? You think, listen, when we were slaves on the plantation, we saying yes, master, no, master. Getting hung from a tree just because we disagree with our master raping, Salakia. What can I use for that? Forcefully abusing my wife. Just because I disagree with it, I have to be unalive for it. And every other brother that sat and watched that happen, guess what? They still didn't believe that they were slaves. They still didn't believe it. Even though there's no justice, they still didn't believe that they were slaves. Harriet Tubman even said it herself. She said she could have freed 1,000 more slaves had they only known that they were slaves. They own the plantation. Huh? You know what that means? That means that we still slaves today. Because you have no clue that you are a slave. You have no clue. If you go to a Christian church, you a slave. If you selling drugs, you a slave. You understand? If you live in America and you call yourself an American, you are a slave. If you in the United States military, you're a slave. You understand? If you self-employed, you got your own business. You understand? You your own business. Guess what? You're a slave. Because a free man knows his nationality. A free man knows where he comes from. You understand? A free man knows what God he serves. You understand? A free man knows these things. But what do you know? You are African American? Okay, well, what country in Africa? And let me ask you this. Why don't Africans call themselves African American? Go ahead.
You know, it's crazy. I just asked one last week. I asked him the same question. And he said, what did he say? I don't even remember what he said. I don't even remember what his answer was. But I asked him that last week.
See, here's the thing. Africa is not a country. It's a continent. Chinese people don't come over here and call themselves Asian American. Neither do Russians. You understand? I don't even know if Germans and all them even call themselves German American, French American, Irish American. I think they just call themselves American. You understand? But here's the thing. Africa ain't even a country. That's a continent. So you mean tell me we come from the continent of Africa, right? You understand? We come from the continent of Africa. You understand? But what country in Africa? It's over 500. What is it? Over, I don't know how many countries. 150 countries in Africa. It's over what? 2,000 nationalities in Africa. Which tribe we come from? You understand? And then they start throwing tribes at you like, oh, the Igbo, the Limba, the this and that. But then when you actually look into the history, those are the tribes that sold us into slavery. Them tribes today is now, we saying, oh, we part of these tribes, but now they apologizing for selling us into slavery. Listen, man, we don't want your apology. You understand? We at this point, what we want is our people to wake up to the truth and turn back to the Lord, so the Lord can come, so Christ can come down and conquer all these nations. You understand? And then we just gonna turn the table. That's what we want. We want to turn the tables on all you oppressors that done play the hand in oppressing us. You understand? That's what we want. I be telling devils all the time, like when when they be like, "Oh, I can't be sorry." Look, we don't care about your sorry. We don't care if you kiss the boots or not. You know what I'm saying? Personally, I don't want you to get no mercy from the Lord. But that's just me personally. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you get any mercy from the Lord. Now, of course, if He give it to you, I'm gonna respect it. But I don't care if you don't. I don't care if you. I would love to see you just spit on my boot. You understand? Instead of kiss my boot and then just see what happens to you when our King returns. You understand? That's what I would love to see. You know what I'm saying? Because your forefathers, y'all love to see us hanging from trees. Y'all love that. Y'all love that. You understand? When y'all hung us from trees. Y'all called it the picnic. Pick a nigga. You understand? You ain't know about that now, y'all?
Yeah, I think I remember you saying something about that.
Yeah, they called it that's what a picnic is. That's where it comes from. That's where the term picnic comes from. It comes from pick a nigga. Where they would pick one, they would have a brother that they would round up, tie him up, and then they would hang him from the tree. And while he's hanging from the tree, they used to come with their little picnic baskets, with their little blankets and their little what they call them, banjos, and they would sit around with all their kids. Matter of fact, go on the internet. Go on the internet. I want you to show the class a picture of it before we get into our topic. Let me see if I can see the monitor, Baba Kasha. That's a huge monitor. Yeah, before we share it too, I want to pick the right one. I want you to see this because a lot of people had no idea. Got no idea, man. And you need to see this. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of our people suffer from Stockholm syndrome. Now, just type in oh yeah, go ahead. The history of picnic. Because when you look at these images out, click on images. Let me see. There's one that I've seen that I can picture in my head right now. Scroll down. Scroll down. It's a famous one. Hold on. Scroll up. Scroll up. Go all the way up to the top where it says the history behind picnic. Type in lynching. Right at the end of it. Oh, there you go, right there. Hold on. There go the picture right there.
Yeah. That's the one I got on my Facebook. That's when I was trying to look for. All right,
that's one of them.
Yeah, that's one, and they got one.
Hold on. Matter of fact, go back.
Oh, they go. No.
Hold on, scroll down.
They go. I see now.
There's one that got that one right there. No, that'll go above that one right there. That's the one. That's the one I want right there.
And that one too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one I want. I want that one right there. click scroll down. It's probably got the load or something.
That's how to play a video. Legends in a minute.
Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. Is one of them it? No. Good night.
Oh, they was
Oh man, they got it on this small. Do this. Hit Control Plus. Hold on. Can you click on it?
Nah, it won't.
Hit Control, not Control, Command Plus. Should be at the upper right hand side. Here, let me see. See right here. Hit Command Plus.
Oh, dang.
Oh, scroll down. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. All right.
Let me show it to where they can see it. Which one is it? Okay, it's white.
All right. What is it? 12 one. That one right here. All right, look at this. All right, so this right here, right? Where the mouse at? Let me see that mouse. Select. All right, so look at this right here. This right here is a picnic. You understand? This right here is what they had going on. They taking a picture of this. Look at the kids laughing. See that little boy laughing? Having a good old time. You understand? Look at these devils. Oh, look at him back there laughing. You understand why this brother is hanging for his life? He done lost his life hanging from a tree. They celebrated this. You understand? They celebrated our unaliving. You understand? They celebrated it. And if I could, I'm gonna go back and that stopped sharing it, didn't it? Yep. I'm gonna go back and show where's that other picture at? Let's see. Now hit this one right here. Now hold on. Now this one right here is heavy too. Hold on, let me see. News layout. I don't know. Am I doing this right?
Oh,
I can't even see that. Yeah. All right, we're gonna share this right here. All right. So now, you see this right here. This picture in the upper right-hand corner, right? See, that right there, those are Mexicans being hung from the tree. Those are Mexicans being hung right there. Them ain't black people. Those are Mexicans. You understand? They hung black people and Hispanic people and Native American people from trees. You understand? But yet, we want to follow religions that say we have to love these people. And then you want to fight us on it just because we're showing you the truth like this. You understand? We love our people. We don't hate our people. The Christian church, these Christian pastors, they hate our people. Because just like during slavery, during those times, it was our religious leaders that led us to the slaughter to end up like this. You understand? And you know what? And they leading us to another slaughter. You understand? They leading us right into joining with our oppressor while he goes into World War III. You understand? You sitting there trying to say you love our oppressor, you're going to end up right there in the military. You understand? Jumping out of plane in the Air Force, in an airdrop, in what they call it, the air, what they call them when they jump out the planes? Airborne. You're going to be in the 53rd Airborne Division. You understand? Jumping out of plane like Call of Duty. You understand? World War III. And then in the middle of that, you're going to end up on the ground with a bullet in your side. And then once you see that, you're going to see your house shot crack the sky open, and he coming to smoke you and everybody out there wearing the same uniform. You understand? But these are our Mexican brothers that was hung from trees. You understand? They was hung from trees. You understand? And listen, and so why are we following a religion that's gonna turn their back on our brothers? Listen, clearly we was brothers because I've never seen no pictures of no Caucasian hung from no tree. Have you ever seen one now, y'all? I mean, I could be wrong. You know, I don't know. You understand? Have you ever seen? I've never seen a picture of a Caucasian hung from a tree. Not during these time periods. I've never seen it. I've never seen a picture of a Chinese man hung from a tree. I've never seen an African man hung from a tree. You understand? But I've seen black people. I've seen Hispanics hung from trees. I've seen Native Americans hung from trees. You understand? You understand? We want to follow these religions. These religions ain't doing nothing. And here's what religion is for. No matter what your religion is, this is what religion is for, right? So you see when these two brothers is up here hanging, right? Hanging from this tree. You understand? What religion is for is to control the mass of people that are going to see this live and direct and be hurt by it enough to do something about it. The religion is designed to put out that flame. That's what it's designed to do. You understand? That's what it was built for during slavery, during that period when they was coming over here. That's what it was for. It was to control the population so that when they unalive you unjustly and you get upset about being unalive, that they can use that religion, that religious appeal to get you to calm down and obey your master. You understand? And then you got these, you know what I mean? And they would misuse the scriptures because you see, if you see the movie, what's that movie called? Birth of a Nation. You ever seen that movie? Birth of a Nation is a story about Nat Turner. Nat Turner was a pastor. Nat Turner, as a child, was separated from all the other slaves. He was separated. He was invited to come into the slave master's house. And he was able to sit down and eat dinner with the slave master. So, you know how Lil Wayne, the rapper Lil Wayne, he said when he talks about racism, he said, well, I didn't see no racism growing up. You understand? I seen good white folk. You know, I can't remember verbatim what he said. But he said that he didn't see no racism growing up. You understand? He saw nothing but good Caucasian folk. You understand? Well, guess what? Nat Turner, he grew up having a similar mentality during slavery. So they treated him like a Caucasian boy. They let him sit in the table and eat. They let him wear nice clothes. They took him to church. They taught him how to read the Bible. They taught him the Bible. And then when he grew up and got older, they used him to go around to different plantations after they would hang a brother or sister or beat someone to death. or did something negligent that caused a brother or sister to lose their life, and then what they would do is they would pay Nat Turner's slave master money for them to let Nat Turner come to their plantation and calm the people down to keep them from revolting. Because remember this, and them slave, think about a plantation, huh? A plantation, you got, think about any job. Do the bosses outweigh the employees?
Yeah.
No, you missing one point. If you look at the number of people, are there more bosses than employees at your job? You understand? Even in a restaurant, you might have 10 people working and have maybe 2 managers, and then them 2 managers report to a general manager who then reports to an owner, right? So that's maybe, 5 people? You understand? And then they're managing maybe 10 to 20 people. Well, imagine if them 10 to 20 people was to get fed up and they met them 5 outside in the parking lot. You understand? Well, here's the thing. That was happening during slavery. You understand? Hold on, Master Jones. Now, Master Jones, you wrong for what you did. You know what I'm saying? You was wrong for that, Master Jones. You understand? And then they sitting there and look around like, it's 100 of us and it's 10 of them. You understand? And they didn't want too much of that talk to be going around because then they was like, it really is 10 of us and 100 of them. You see what I'm saying? So they would use tactics like this to keep us in fear. And then they would send in the Christian pastor, the slime ball serpent. You understand? He pull up wearing a suit just nicer than his master's suit. You understand? The master pull up looking dirty. You understand? While the pastor pull up looking clean as a whistle. You understand? Tell you slaves obey your master. You understand? But here's the thing, man. You understand? The script. It's good to be upset at your oppression. It's good to be upset when you are oppressed. The scriptures say oppression maketh a wise man mad. Oppression makes a wise man mad. Matter of fact, give me that. You understand? Give me that, Baba Kasha. Ecclesiastes 7:7. Go ahead and end that.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7.
Go ahead.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Read it again.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
It says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. What does that mean? Somebody in the chat, tell me what that means. Why does it say oppression makes a wise man mad? You understand? Somebody break that down for me. Somebody in the chat, break that down for me. Somebody break that down for me. What does that mean? Oppression makes a wise man mad. Did our camera just go out? Camera just went out. Mike still working?
Yeah, it's still.
Right. Someone answer that question for me. What does that mean? Oppression. Surely oppression makes a wise man mad. Somebody break that down for me. All right, let me see it. Somebody break that down for me. Can't post comments. Okay. Somebody break that down for me. Is anybody tuned in, paying attention? Somebody Somebody break that down for me. What does that mean? Surely oppression makes a wise man mad. What in the world does that mean?
Good. All right, so that surely to me, surely oppression making a wise man mad. It means like if you were wise, you seeing the oppression from your own people, you seeing it with your own eyes, or it might just be happening to you. So, sooner or later you gonna get tired of being oppressed. You're gonna get tired of seeing your people get unalived by the police and getting beat by the police. Sooner or later it should piss you off or make you mad that you will start noticing who your oppressor is and noticing that he is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You should start to develop hate for that certain type of people. Yes, I like that.
Okay. All right. So hold on. Let's see. All right, Sister Yala, give Sister Yala a hand, man. You know what I'm saying? So what I was looking for was a little deeper than that now, y'all. And Sister Yala is on it. She's getting there. She says someone that knows they're a slave is upset because they can see what's going on. Right. So that is the major part of it. But another part of it is that if you are not angry, it's because that you are not intelligent. You understand? Because you are dumb, deaf, and blind due to drug addiction, due to lust, due to whatever it is that keeps you from being wise enough to even realize that you're oppressed. You understand? It says, surely oppression makes a wise man mad. You understand? Think about it like this, right? You ever heard the theory about the frog in the water? The theory that they say, like when a frog, when you boil the water, get the water boiling hot, and you throw a frog in boiling hot water, the frog's gonna jump right up out of there because he knows that water is boiling hot. It hurts, it burns. But if you put him in cool water, and then you slowly crank up the heat, slowly, little by little, eventually that water will be boiling hot, and that frog is just gonna sit there and boil to death. You understand? Because it ain't registering him that this water getting hotter. It ain't registering him that this water is boiling hot. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of almost like the shower. You know, when you get in the shower, sometimes you might hop in, you know what I mean? You might hop in at first and you're like, oh snap, it's 120 degrees and I'm cooking, burning my skin off. So you turn it down and make it cool a little bit. Then you're like, all right, that's too cold. And you crank up the heat. And then next thing you know, you got the heat cranked all the way up. Whole bathroom look like a sauna. You understand? Because you slowly but surely, you understand, crank that heat up. But see, here's the thing. You understand? That frog that's thrown in there when it's boiling hot, guess what? He has that information that this water is boiling hot. You understand? Obviously, this water is hot. I need to get out of this hot water. You understand? But the one that's in the cool water, you understand? It's like he don't have that information yet that the water is boiling hot. You understand? It ain't processing for him yet. You understand? Because he's put into a different situation. And so read on. I'm going to show you that different situation. Read on.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
There it is right there. And a gift destroyeth the heart. The heart is your mind. You understand? So think about it like this. Oppression makes a wise man mad. But the gift is what makes you unwise. That gift will make you stupid. That gift will make you dumb and numb to what's going on. To give you an example, NBA players, they make what, $50 million, $1 million contracts, 100 millions, millions and billions, right? LeBron James, I think he the richest, he like the highest paid NBA player in the history of the NBA.
I think so.
The highest paid NBA player in the history of the NBA, LeBron James. But when he first moved to New York, you know what they did? They spray painted the word nigger on the front of his house. You understand? When he had an opinion about what was going on with black people, they said, shut up and dribble. You understand? And guess what he did? He shut up and he dribbled. You want to know why? Because a gift destroyed his heart. You understand? You want to know why TD Jakes don't care about the poor of our people? Because a gift destroyed his heart. You want to know why a crackhead or a meth head ain't trying to do nothing to help our people? Because that gift destroyed their heart. You want to know why they trying to legalize weed? Why do you think they trying to legalize weed now, y'all? Because a gift destroyeth the heart. You understand? So these things, these stumbling blocks that's in our way, those things will make you unwise. So just like the frog in the water, you know what I mean? Both of them on the stove in the pot. But one of them see the hot water for what it is. The other one, they gave him some cool water. Still in the pot. Still on the stove. You understand? But that gift destroyed his heart. You understand? Read it again from the top.
Oh God. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
It says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. Meaning you can bet on it. You can bet on it. You understand? And that should let you know why we are so upset. Why we are so angry. And why your Christian pastor is not angry. You understand? Why we are the ones angry and upset and going out here into these ghettos. Listen, man, we done been into the trenches to feed our people, man. We done went into the trenches where your Christian pastor would never go. I remember one time we was down in Charleston and we was handing out food, big up to Officer Dawada, man. You understand? Who down there in San Antonio. Because Officer Dawada, he led a mission down in Charleston, and we was in the depths of the hood, the deepest hood in Charleston. You understand? Homeless people just sleeping in the park down there. You understand? And we went into the depths. And the people even told us that these pastors don't never come out there. Pastors don't never come out there. And we in the middle of the hood passing out food and clothes. You understand? ISUPK, the brothers down there in Texas, they went into, Acuna, Mexico? Went into Acuna, Mexico. Down there where you get unalived by the cartel. You understand? That's how angry we are. We angry enough to come up against anything that's standing our way from helping our people. You understand? And if whatever organization you following ain't angry enough, then guess what? Because a gift destroys the heart. That's why they call Commander Jenny Hahn, I'll never forget it. They used to call Commander Jenny Hahn the last angry black man. You understand? Used to call him the last angry black man. I used to love hearing that, the last angry black man. You understand? Because it's true. What leader you know right now is angry at the condition of black people in America? And ain't you purple Israelites? Y'all purple Israelite. Y'all purple boys. Y'all over there in Ghana building churches, molesting kids, because a gift done destroyed your heart. You understand? Creflo Dollar, TD Jakes, he ain't mad. Diddy, he ain't mad. Who else? Who else ain't mad? All these black leaders ain't mad. None of them is angry enough to do anything. You understand? Because oppression make a wise man mad. And if he ain't mad, it's because a gift has destroyed his heart. You understand? A gift has destroyed his heart. You understand? I want you to pull up this story. Ooh, what time, boy. We need Salakia. Let's get this article out. We're gonna try to move fast, man. We're just gonna read the article, and I'm gonna stop them throughout the article. We're gonna read this entire article because this article needs to be brought out. You understand? Every black woman and every black father needs to hear this information. You understand? Because this is pertinent. This is an emergency. This is an emergency for all of our families. You understand? Because listen, you cannot have a nation unless you have family structures within that nation. You cannot have a nation. You understand? And every country on the planet knows this. You understand? That's why certain countries have banned things like homosexuality, abortion. It's like we can't say homosexual. We can't say that, can we? Okay.
Alternative lifestyle.
Alternative. They banned alternative lifestyles. They've banned. Can I say abortion?
Yeah.
Okay, they banned abortion. They banned all types of things that prevent the nuclear family structure, which the nuclear family structure is a father, a mother, and a child. You understand? And these things, without these things, there is no nation, because that is the core of what gives the nation its strength. That is the core. That is what make men join the armies of these countries. They would look at their families and they would see their wives and their children. And when the enemy force was looking to take over their country, they would look at their wives and their children, and their wives and their children is what motivated those men to go and put their lives on the line. Because without that, the women and the children was cannon fodder. Was just paper to be shredded by a paper shredder. You understand? Because our wife and our child, those are the things that we would hold valuable, that we would put our lives on the line to protect. But guess what happens if we don't have that structure? If all we got is PS5 and Molly's and Percocets and OnlyFans hoes and Instagram thoughts. You understand? The men, they ain't got no fight in them. How can you have a nation? You can't have a nation if you don't have an army first. You can't even create a nation without an army. America is prime example. They created America through the might of the U.S. cavalry. You understand? That's how they created America. The U.S. cavalry went to war against the North American Indian from sea to shining sea, and then turned around and went to war against They didn't do it in that order, but they went to war with the British and won their independence. And that war was fought by what they call Minutemen. A lot of people who at one point in time served in the British military, but a lot of them were what they call Minutemen. Whereas they picked up their own guns and joined and followed George Washington, and a bunch of different militias came together and followed George Washington, and then that started the U.S. Cavalry. You understand? So even then, they was able to form an army. If you can't form an army, you don't have a nation, because you just land waiting to get took without an army. And guess what? If you don't have a family, if you don't have families, you don't have an army, because those families is what motivate that nation to even build, because they're looking towards that future. So I want you to read this article. I'll read this article what's the title of this article?
This article is called.
I'm gonna move this mic over here so I can hear you. Can y'all hear him read?
This article is called "In the Set Times," and it reads and the title says how the child welfare system is silently destroying black families.
Read it again.
How the child welfare system is silently destroying black families.
It says how the child welfare system is silently destroying black families. Read on.
A single call from an anonymous tipster is all it takes for the government to take children from their families.
And that's a common thing that happens in the black community. There's a lot of sisters who have to battle with child services over and over and over and over because of anonymous tips from someone saying, "Oh, they're giving the baby cocaine. Oh, they doing this to the baby. Oh, they doing that to the baby." You understand? And come to find out, I ain't gonna say come to find out, but it's gonna come out that a lot, because you know how when you go to the black neighborhoods, right, you start to see a lot of Edomites where you once never used to see them. Right. You understand? And you know what else is happening? You're seeing a lot more police calls in the black neighborhoods where it previously wasn't. You understand? These Edomites are moving into black neighborhoods and they're calling the police on their neighbors. Right. They calling the police, they reporting your kids, they reporting you to child services. You understand? There's this guy, and I'm trying so hard to find this broadcast. And when I can find this broadcast, I'm going to send it directly to Commander Junior Hunter. But there's I was listening to NPR radio one day. And sometimes I used to listen to like conservative radio shows just to hear what Esau got, just to hear what's on Esau's mind, hear what he thinking. And there's this guy, he has a show called Savage Nation. And what he was talking about in this particular show is, Esau talks in code. So he'll say things like the extreme left or the extreme right when he'll make you think that he's talking about Antifa and them, but who he really talking about is black people. You understand? When they say extreme left and things like that, that's really what they be talking about. So what he said was, he said that we need to weaponize the police against the extreme left. Anytime we see them committing a crime, then we need to call the police and weaponize the police against them. And see, now here's the thing. What that translates into a Caucasian person's mind is not, I got to wait until they're committing a crime to do it. Because they call the police on us when we go to camp all the time. We ain't committing no crimes. Am I lying now, y'all? You know how many times we didn't have to battle the police in Greenville South? I had to battle the security guard just a couple weeks ago. You understand? But they try to come up against us by weaponizing the police against us. But in the UPK, we know the law, and we're not afraid to show up in city council and look the mayor dead in his eyes and tell him he need to get his boys before they end up jammed up.
Right.
You understand? But he said, but that translates into a Caucasian person's mind that whether they doing something illegal or not, if I call the police, then maybe it'll jam them up anyway. And so what you're starting to see now is you're starting to see a rise in Black women being reported for all different types of things to these child services, and then losing custody of their children. And they might lose custody of their children for 6 months, and then go 6 months and be like, oh, I finally got everything cleared up with such and such and such. Next thing you know, their kids get taken again. You understand? I know a sister that's done happened about 10, 12 times just in the past few years. It's ridiculous that's what we have to go through as a nation. But Salakia, read on.
I'm gonna read up under this little picture they have up under the show their sister.
Go ahead.
It says Diamond Haynes tearfully discusses her 7 children, all in foster care, on February 13th, 2018.
7 children in foster care. Read on.
Haynes, in her late 30s at the time, lived in a trailer outside Los Angeles before moving in South LA to work as a retail clerk. The sun had just begun to rise over Manhattan on an August morning in 2013. Angeline Montalban was whispering into the phone as she crouched in the bathroom over her apartment, as her partner and their 3-year-old son slept. Montalban had tiptoed to the bathroom to call Safe Horizon, a domestic abuse hotline she had seen advertised in subway stations. She had decided it was time to stop the violence she was experiencing at the hands of her partner.
So this woman is not with the father of her children. You understand? She done moved on and got with a new man.
Right.
You understand? And this man is abusing her now, which you've heard Commander Jenny Hanna prophesy that over and over. You understand? That you refuse to work it out with your baby father, and then you go out here and get another man. Next thing you know, he beating on you or molesting your kids. You understand? Read on.
And she hoped Safe Horizon could provide counseling.
And she hoped that they could provide counseling, which is so normal to think. You crying out for help. You being abused. You understand? Read on.
And or help her relocate with her son.
Or help her relocate. You understand? Listen, she's calling these people because these are the people that your Christian pastors have set up to help us. These are the ones supported by your Christian pastor. Read on.
At first, the social worker who answered her call listened sympathetically to Montalban's story. But once Montalban mentioned the couple had a little boy, the voice of the other end turned harsh and began collecting information about the family's whereabouts. That very afternoon, a caseworker with the city's administration for children's services, ACS, arrived at Montalban's apartment, explaining she was there to investigate a report of child maltreatment. At first, Montalban was confused. She and her partner took excellent care of their son and had never abused him. Then she realized the social worker at Safe Horizon had contacted child protection authorities based on Montalban's call for help. The minute she knocked on my door, she was building a case against me. Montalban would recall about the ACS worker. The caseworker inspected her son's body, as well as the entire apartment, finding no evidence of harm to the boy. Yet she told Montalban that her family was under ACS supervision for the next 60 days, twice a month. A caseworker would make an unannounced visit to inspect their home, looking for evidence that might warrant removing her son and putting him in foster care. Within a few weeks, Montalban obtained an order of protection for herself against her partner, and he moved out of their apartment, but the visits and order didn't satisfy ACS. In a family court hearing, ACS insisted Montalban filed for an order of protection for her son against his father as well. Montalban disagreed, explaining to the judge that she wanted her son to maintain a relationship with his father, who had never hurt him. A few days later, Montalban's partner took their son to family court for an appointment. ACS instructed him to leave that boy at a daycare center on the first floor of the court building. It was a setup. ACS had filed a petition to apprehend Montalban's son on a grounds that he was neglected because Montalban allegedly had allowed him to witness domestic violence and declined to file an order of protection against his father. Good night.
Read that part again.
Good night. Okay, it's like where was it? ACS had filed a petition to apprehend Montalban's son on the grounds that he was neglected because Montalban allegedly had allowed him to witness domestic violence and declined to file an order of protection against his father. That is crazy. That evening, the caseworker called Montalban to inform her that ACS had snatched her son from the family court daycare center. Her toddler was in foster care in the custody of strangers in the Bronx. Instead of working towards reunifying Montalban with her son, ACS moved him to several foster homes, promised the foster caretakers he would be free for adoption. And
good night. So he would be free for adoption.
That sounds like the slave what you call it, the slave thing when they sold the slaves.
I was just about to pull that scripture. You understand?
Yeah, the slave auction. That's what it's happening.
They said that they was about to take her children. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 32. Keep reading that article. And then I want you to read a little bit more in that article. Okay, so just like it about that.
Well, you could okay, so ACS moved him to several foster homes, promised the foster caretakers he will be free for adoption, and retailed against Montalban when she expressed concerns by suspending her visits with him. When Montalban faced termination of her parental rights, it was her son's insistence of being reunited with her that prevented their legal bond. It took Montalban 5 years to retrieve her son from what she calls the it's like I don't know how to pronounce that. Labyrinth. Labyrinth. Okay. So to retrieve her son from what she calls labyrinth of family policy, a long-standing narrative has convinced the public that the child welfare system is a flawed but benevolent social service program that strengthens families and rescues children from abusive homes. But it's like most people think of the child welfare system and the criminal punishment system as a distinct part of government. Child welfare is supposed to be based on civil law and therefore not entail the surveillance and condemnation that characterize criminal justice. Whereas police investigate crimes to arrest lawbreakers, child protection workers investigate alleged allegations of maltreatment to keep children safe. Whereas accused defendants stand trial to determine criminal culpability and are punished if convicted. Family courts determine what's in the best interest of the child and order services for the parents.
If I could, Salakia, go ahead and read that scripture that I had you pull about.
Okay. They said Deuteronomy 28 and 32.
God.
All right, this is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Listen, man, this is a curse that the Lord said was going to fall on the children of Israel. You understand? And this happened to us not just in slavery, but it's happening to us in 2024. This woman cried out for help. She was getting abused. You understand? And our oppressor, his idea of helping this sister that was getting abused was to take her children from her. Take her children from her. You understand? And guess what? Her son was taken from her and given to another people, was put up for adoption. You understand? And was held for 5 years. Read on.
And thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
They said her eyes looked and failed with longing for her child all the day long. All the day long. She wasn't no drug addict, distracted by drugs.
Right.
You understand? She was a mother that was seeking help. And she had to sit there and endure her children being taken from her. You understand? When she was just trying to end her abuse. She was being abused and she was trying to end her abuse. You understand? And the help that she got was her children were taken from her. You understand? Her eyes just looked and failed with longing for them all the day long. You understand? She, man, I can only imagine how much she missed her son.
Right.
I can only imagine. She's already going through the psychological trauma of abuse. Now she has to, now that trauma is added with more trauma. You understand? Listen, now, don't call no social worker if you're getting abused, sis. Sister, don't, if you're a sister out here that's getting abused, a black woman that's getting abused, don't call them. Don't call your Christian pastor. You don't call the ISUPK.
Right.
You call the ISUPK, man. You call us. You understand? And we're going to deal with it however we need to deal with it. You understand? And you know what? Your abuse is going to end. And you're not going to lose your children for it. You understand? You're not going to lose your children for that. You understand? You call and get counsel from the UPK. And it's going to be brothers at your door. Not an enemy at your gate, man. Read on.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
There shall be what?
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
And there was no might in her hand to get her children back. There was no might in her hand to get her kids back. You understand? You don't think she was angry about this? You don't think she was upset about this? She's upset because we oppressed. You understand? And guess what? For any sister that's out here in this situation, they could care less, that seems like she lackadaisical about it, that's because that gift done destroyed her heart. You understand? Well, this sister, she didn't get no gift to destroy her heart. You understand? She was upset about this. She had to just be upset about this. It wasn't nobody to help her. Not one of you Christian bastards. She couldn't call on none of you. Who is going to go through a problem like this? Like, who realistically looks at a pastor and actually thinks this person can help me?
Right.
This person can deliver me. You understand? If I'm an ex-gang member trying to come out of a gang, you think what pastor can you look at that call that can help deliver you? There ain't one, man. What you gonna call TD Jakes? He too busy getting swallowed up. He can't help you, man. Call the ISUPK. If you're a black woman that's getting abused in your relationship, you call the ISUPK, man.
Right.
And guess what? If you're a black man that's getting abused in your relationship, call the ISUPK, man.
Right.
You understand? If you are a child, and you black, Hispanic, and Native American, if you are a black child, and you are getting abused at home, you call the ISUPK. You understand? Call us, man. Blow our phones off the hinges, man.
Right.
Call us. Because we're going to make sure that comes to an end, man. We're going to make sure we're going to be that might. Read that scripture again.
Thy sons and thy daughters.
No, skip down to the part where it said there shall be no might in thy hand.
And there shall be no might in thy hand.
We're going to be that might in your hand. We're going to be that might, that strength. You understand? Read on.
You want me to read the next scripture?
Is there anything else on that scripture? All right. I'll tell you what, we're going to get one more scripture. And then we're going to get out of here, man. And listen, man, Commander Jane Hunter said something so heavy Monday night. You understand? It was so heavy, man. I'm thinking about turning it into a t-shirt. But he said, we can fix us.
Right.
He said, we can fix us, man. And Captain Nakai said something so heavy too. He said, in every black household, there needs to be a black man in that household that's loyal to the ISUPK, the Most High in Christ. That's the solution for black people and Hispanics and Native Americans. For every black and Hispanic man to join the ISUPK. And every black and Hispanic woman to love your man that's in that UPK. Love your man. If you're a black, Hispanic, or Native American woman, tell your man, send your man to the UPK. Send your man to the UPK. Or you come to the UPK. And you learn how to be a better wife, a better sister, so that can inspire your man to come into the UPK. That's the solution for our people, man. You understand? And if you could, Baba Kasha, I want you to get Mark 3:27, Baba Kasha.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I want you to get I want you to give me start at verse 24, Baba Kasha.
Oh God. This is Mark chapter 3, verse 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand.
It says, and if that kingdom be divided against itself, we talking about trying to build a kingdom, right? You say you want a man that's kingdom minded, right? That's what these sisters be saying now, y'all, ain't it?
Right.
They want a man that's kingdom minded. It's about building the kingdom. Well, guess what? If a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. So you know what that means? In order to have a kingdom, somebody got to be loyal to the king.
Right.
You understand? You want a man that's kingdom minded. Well, are you loyal minded? It says a kingdom that's divided against itself cannot stand. Well, guess what? If the men are divided from the women, that kingdom cannot stand. It'll never be a kingdom. If you divide it against one another. Read on.
Verse 25. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot. Oh, it's like it. That was 26. Like verse 26.
25.
Oh, it was. Oh, it's like it. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand.
And if a house be divided against itself, if the man versus the woman, if man versus a woman, child against the parents, parents against the child, if the house is divided against itself, it can't stand. It's going to fall apart. Read on.
Verse 26. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have an end.
Read it again.
And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand.
And he goes as far as to saying, if Satan himself rise up against himself and he be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. Read on. Even Satan himself, if he be divided, he can't stand. Read on.
Verse 27.
Meaning that no matter how much you rebel against your man, you understand? The only thing that's going to happen is your house is going to fall. Your house is going to crash and burn. Read on.
Verse 27. No man can enter into a strong man's house.
Said no man can enter into a strong man's house. If you got a strong man in that house, ain't nobody coming in to do you no harm. It ain't happening. Nobody coming to take nothing that ain't theirs, and nobody coming to put a finger on you because it's a strong man in that house. You understand? It's a strong man in that house who ain't afraid to die to protect his family. You understand? Read on.
And spoil his goods.
Say no man can enter to a strong man's house and spoil his goods. To spoil means to take, to rob, to destroy. Read on.
Except he will first bind. At first he will first bend the strong man.
Unless he first bind the strong man. Now, how can they bind that strong man? Child support, drug addiction, turning the woman against the man. You understand? That's how you bind them up, throwing them out the house. Another way they bind up men was this welfare. This welfare was the silent killer of black families. You know, during the 40s, they said during the 40s when they was bringing out the welfare, you understand? They was going to black homes in the neighborhood saying, you know, yeah, we like to talk to your husband and your wife, you know, sit down and talk to you about welfare. You know, if you're willing to, you know, sir, if you're willing to be unemployed, we can pay you guys welfare. Go ahead.
Right, slightly, from my experience, the things I saw when my father was first born, we had went to the WIC office to get WIC, and I guess the people thought I was the stepdad. They didn't know that I was the biological father.
Right.
So she was like, "Well, in order for us to give you assistance, is the child's father on child support?" And I'm standing right there. I'm like, "This is crazy." So they basically saying like, if you want any type of assistance from the government, that showed me proof that that woman has to put you on child support in order to get assistance from the government.
Right. You understand? So you know, and that right there goes into that house divided against itself. You understand? That house divided against itself can't stand. So now, guess what? You on that child services thing. You understand? Now you getting child services and that man on child support. Well, now this man, he constantly running from a prison sentence now. You understand? Because let him not pay up. Going to jail. Right. He going to jail. You understand? Read on.
And then he would spoil his house.
And then he will spoil his house. And then he gonna go in and do with it as he please. You understand? Well, listen, you understand? First of all, this sister didn't have a strong man. She didn't have a strong man. She had a weak man because that man was putting his hands on her. You understand? He as a man, you shouldn't put your hands on your woman. You understand? You shouldn't do that. You understand? That is a weak and effeminate thing to do, just to put your hands on a woman like that. You understand? That is a weak and effeminate thing to do. You understand? You should never let a woman get you that upset to where you put your hands on her. You understand? And then second of all, listen, not to talk bad about this sister, because there's many sisters in this woman's situation. You understand? And the sister didn't know no better. You understand? This is how a lot of sisters are raised, and they programmed to follow this lifestyle, to follow this pattern. You understand? So, but the only thing I'm doing is I'm just calling out the error in it, because, like I said, it's not her fault. It's her Christian pastor's fault, because her pastor failed her. Her pastor failed her whole family. Because you want to know how you know her pastor failed her? Because she didn't think the first person I need to call is my pastor. That's how you know her pastor failed her. If you get on going through a situation like this, and the first person you think to call ain't your pastor, then your pastor failed you. He a coward. And you know he a coward. And you know he ain't fit for the job to lead blacks and Hispanics. You understand? But here's the thing. You'll argue with us about how we feel about our oppressor. But yet, when the walls come crumbling down Who do you call? You call the UPK. Am I lying now, y'all? They call us every time. They argue with us about this, about what we feel about white people and this and that, and about how we don't want to love everybody in the earth. But yet, when they house falling, they call us. And you know what we do? We answer. You understand? And with that, I'm pass the class over to preaching officer now.
Preaching officer, I am. All right. Read the ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, start out at 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. So like there's another 6 months in which a brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi 3, 8 through 10, means 10th in Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Because whatever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. This will be we already had the Feast of Unleavened Bread, right? So this would be the Feast of First Fruits. So we got the Feast of First Fruits, starts after the Sabbath, and Unleavened Bread, sundown, Sunday, April 28th, that's over with too. April 28th. So this will be memorial blowing of the trumpets as next. Because we done with April, right? We in May. So this will be the memorial blowing of trumpets. The first day of the 7th month, Wednesday, the 2nd of October of 2024. We can find this in Leviticus chapter 23, verse 24 through 25. For mine, I walk to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that, shalom.